back, everyone, to Owl Stretching Time, our Disney Plus live reaction to The Owl House. And we are back after the insane start that was to the remainder of Season 2 of Owl House. Seriously, a lot of stuff happened in the last episode. Stuff we have been wondering for a long time now. And I feel like things are just going to continue with that in this next episode, which is titled
Elsewhere and Elsewhen.
I did hear that there are flashbacks involved with this, and if I had to assume, most likely it has to do with the journal and, what's his name? The explorer? Philip, that's his name. Yeah, we're probably going to get to see more entries from Philip in terms of back when he first came to the Boiling Isles, and probably get more backstory, I had to guess, on Emperor Bellos and what went on there. I hope so, anyway.
There might even be time travel shenanigans based on things.
Maybe it's going to be like, sort of like in Harry Potter when he went to the Pensieve or something like that. Luz will, like, be inside the memory.
Could be. Could be.
I guess we'll have to see, so let's get started and see what happens when we dive into memories. And play. Why does Bellos need it? Aw, there's a little, mouse.
You and me both, buddy.
It is so nice to be surrounded by
Eyeball
all of
balloons.
Lulu's dearest friends.
Yeah, all hail Lulu!
We're here to celebrate the new assistant curator of the Supernatural Museum of History. Here's to you, Lulu.
Cheers!
Aw. Aw, she's wearing glasses again.
Did I miss the toast?
Yes, but not the appetizers. You want it? There's an extra one. Working on
Owl
it.
pelts. Disgusting.
Oh, that's
Ugh.
okay. Where's Lilith?
Stop being
We wanna
disgusting,
congratulate
Rudy.
her.
What?
It's such a delight to see my little bookworm back in the historical world after all these years.
Oh, thank you, Flora.
That's not a
It's
condescending
just a small
tone.
job. Only an assistant. The Emperor wanted to make sure you weren't getting into any trouble. And to clear out your office. I left a box of your knickknacks inside. History's supposed to be exciting after all.
Ow. Bitch. That poor pigeon falcon
Flora
thingy.
Displora, bad girl historian, celebrity, and my former mentor in the Emperor's Coven. All I ever got to do was desk work while she goofed off riding wild snake horses and
Sources.
eating money turkey. Well, I can be just as exciting as Flora. I'll come up with an exhibit that'll knock the Titans socks off.
Okay.
Congratulations on your new job.
New job. Marge is pregnant? No!
Wardian era. I believe the current human year is 1660. Or is it 70?
Oh.
The years are flashing by.
This is working.
It'll all be worth it. I've gathered all the portal ingredients, including Titan's blood. All that's left is to seek out the Collector. And he will tell me what I need.
You saw that, right? Two figures on the side there.
And I must face.
I've never heard that name. Me neither. What kind of jerk puts that?
So they
in front of
gotta
their
seek
name
out,
anyway?
But
what's
the
his
collector
name?
may know
Benicio
how to
del
make a
Toro?
real portal. He may know why mine is so unstable. I messed up so bad last time. I need to do better. I just wish I could go back in time and talk to him. Yeah, is time magic a thing? Not really, but...
Back in the day, I was a bit of an urban legend junkie. Twigfoot, Slenderman, possums.
Slenderman.
Yeah, sure, kid. Anyway, there are stories about these things called time pools. Mythical puddles that act as windows into the past.
No diving.
The same spot twice.
Those are the
Lily
fucking
used to search
Pensieve.
for them. She'd say I forced her into it, but I think she had more fun than me.
My exciting first exhibit.
Well, I'll show her that she's not the only bad girl historian in town. I'm thinking the architectural history behind Deadwardian balusters.
They made it have teeth.
This won't work, will it?
Don't let Flora get you down. I even started calling you cool Aunt Lilith in my journal.
Oh, really?
Nah.
You can't be a bad girl historian. And I know how. Time magic, baby. You can make an exciting exhibit on time pools, and maybe I can get information on how Philip made the portal door.
I
Now they're playing with
did
portals.
cobble together a device to find these with Ida. It should be in the box Flora returned to me. But it was faulty. It needed more power than I could ever give it.
Stay right there.
More power, you say?
Would Titan blood do the trick?
Ha! Exactly what I thought. These are wrinkly oaks.
They don't look very wrinkly.
That's because something's keeping them locked in time. So, accounting for local plague patterns, the quake in the 30s, and the switch from boiling units to the empirical system, the time pool should be here. I triple-checked all my calculations. My equipment is first rate.
It's a nice beach anyway.
Stupid rock. Maybe the Titan blood was too dry? Is it not algae blooming season?
I'm gonna stick my head in it. Oh, that's not disturbing.
Is it my tools? Are they broken?
You did it! You found the time pool!
In your face!
Hey.
We'll be right back to the show.
Curse you, me! Kind of reminds me of Ducktales, the Neverest episode, where portals would just randomly show up in certain spots.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing her attempts at getting back depending on how many pieces of the glove she can use that are from Titan's blood, unless she somehow gets a new source.
A stone sleeper from the Hectaceous period. Did you know that they have a ticklish spot behind their ears?
Aw.
Luz, are you listening?
Mama needs to commune with the dead.
I feel like that would hurt.
Rebel so hard I shan't stand any longer. I shall rebel myself to death.
Well, he was true to his word.
Ooh.
Ow!
Stupid rock!
Ah! That's funny.
It's a little baby sparrow.
Aw.
Yo, what era is it? 'Tis the Deadwardian era. What she be doing in the sand? Be he a crab maiden? Philip's time. And yes, I am a crab maiden.
Crab loose. Crab
All the sparkles
loose.
I've ever had on my head. Now, before we dive in, we must remember, if the tide comes in, we could be trapped. Paradoxes will be a danger, and don't get me started on the bloody fly effect.
Bloody
But
fly
a
effect.
bad girl historian like myself is all about taking risks. So
Maybe you should at
let's
least tie a
go
rope
down to
around her.
History Town.
Is cool, Aunt Lilith.
Nah.
Your father wanted to swing by. Well,
Oh.
tell him I'm busy. Maybe you could tell him yourself that he's just outside. I get to meet my grandpa?
Aw.
Yes. You know the Clawthorn clan was once known for their palisman-making skills. And Del, whoop, he was the best of them all.
Nice.
Ah. So now we know how Luce will get her palisman.
Good tidings, kind witches.
How polite. Aww.
This doesn't look dangerous. This looks awesome. Why did Bellows want to banish wild magic again?
Well, the Titan supposedly doesn't like it. Oh my god, look at
Supposedly.
this patchwork. Each segment looped by hand.
Nerd.
But I bet Flora would scoff at it.
Excuse me, have you seen a human around here?
Ambers.
Super smart. Honestly, he's probably a celebrity around here.
I mean, when you only have a silhouette to go off of.
Keep that back!
I can't believe this. After the bonds of fellowship we forged.
Bond! Ha! You still owe one. With my new and bravest companion, Blue Fang, I set forth. His strength shall make fast work of any task. His pretty little words should make pretty work kindling.
Is that considered meddling in time?
It's been years. Yeah,
Depends.
Years, I know. I'm just sharpening my tooth. No one pops to see me.
Time
with
travel
all-
is frustrating.
You feel? What's with you? I haven't seen him since I ruined his. Since the owl beast ruined his. I'm just not ready, okay? Now move it. I gotta scram.
Hi, Ada. Your pops is such a nice guy. Say, how'd he get that scar on his...
Hey, Ada, look.
Dear sister, join the Emperor's Coven and together we can become gods.
She's gonna just him as well.
Don't waste your time on the kid. We should keep looking. Ask your friend there what happened to our brother Blue Fang and his palisman.
So he's already gone to the Titan blood. Who's that?
That's private.
You're Philip Whittabane, aren't you?
Peter Gork, I may not have a bile sac, but I do have dignity.
Wait, I've heard of your exploits, and I know what it's like to be far from home. Could we talk? I can help you find the collector.
Why would you say that?
You and Aunt Gertrude started travelling together after the Togas attacked your castle and covered it with an impenetrable mist.
Yes, and that's why we too seek the Collector. We need him to tell us how to clear the mist so we can return home. Snap, snap, snap.
Astounding! I thought I was the only one who used pictoglyphs.
You use glyphs
Huh.
too?
How else could I have survived here? Plant growth, ice, fire. Took years to find them. Almost as if the world wanted to hide them from me. I even found one in a snowflake.
My dude, me too.
A warrior and a scholar. Truly impressive.
Ah, I can't believe I taught Philip something new.
Sure hope you were meant to do that.
Your niece is very talented. I'm sure she takes after her aunt.
Oh,
Nah.
maybe I had a little something to do with it.
Now, I know a few tricks as well.
Ooh.
Fancy glyphs.
What is this?
A shortcut to the Collector.
You won't be able to run away this time.
Apologies, dearest mother. Dearest sister has flown the dearest coop. But worry not, for I, the perfect, prissy little Lily, shall find her for you.
I think she'd do a better job of imitating her
Don't
sister.
seriously think I'm buying that. Just let her have this.
Not today, sucker!
I think you'd wait. Aww.
Am I too late again? Well, fly safe, Witchlet. Perhaps I'll catch you next time.
Let's talk to him.
Dad.
Ooh.
The head.
We're in the head of the Titan?
We're what? But this is sacred ground.
I suppose that's why no one wanted to accompany me.
It's okay, we can help. Puzzles are in my blood. Literally. My mom had to stop me from eating puzzles when I was a kid. You stay here in my stuff.
Thank you for your kindness, Crab Maiden. Perhaps we were destined to meet.
I don't like the sound of
Mechanism is
that.
unlike any I've seen before. It'll make a remarkable addition to my exhibit.
The confidence, the compliments. He says everything you want to hear. It feels uncomfortably familiar.
Some of this is pretty weird, but it's the Boiling Isles. Everything's a little weird, right? Hey, why don't you keep working on this and I'll go talk to Philip. Tragically, I could not save my companions. Philip, why did you bring us here?
Ah, I did it! I solved the puzzle!
I needed a sacrifice.
What'd he say?
No wonder those guys were beating him up. I guess that's what happened to their brother. Honestly, I'm not surprised. If this is Velos or someone related to Velos, then it makes all the sense. Interesting, he said that the Boiling Isles was trying to keep the glyphs from him. Almost like they knew he was there. Luce discovered them no problem. It's almost like the Titan wanted her to know.
If what you say is true, maybe the Titan's trying to reestablish wild magic.
And that's what I kind of figured all along, because the Bells were saying, oh, the Titan wants this, the Titan wants that. It's like, dude, you know what the Titan wants. You're just bullshitting your way into power. If anything, the Titan's probably, like, reaching out to Luce more than anyone else, trying to get some sense of, like, magic.
You tricked us.
It was...
Destiny balderdash.
I was going to say inevitable. You two were easier to trick than Bluefang. Hopefully you and Aunt Gertrude can last longer.
Hey, that better be your own grave you're digging.
Nah.
Found you.
Huh.
I know you want to get home, but nothing is worth hurting people.
Oh, I disagree. It was nice making a cat's paw outfit you. Good luck with your crab castle, or whatever. You witches come up with the worst lies.
You were right about that jerkweed. I'm so sorry, Lilith.
No, your humility before death truly heartens me.
Yeah, I should have listened to you. Wait, I did listen to you.
Nah.
Close! It's gonna kill me. It is gonna kill me.
Aww.
It's one of those stone sleepers from the Hectatious period. It must have been hibernating in here for ages. Aww. Like that boy.
You were listening.
How to describe you? Oval, oblong, a round boy.
Hey.
Remember me?
Tell me other things gonna help you build a portal to the human realm.
No, I need this for something else.
No?
What do you mean, no? I mean, if it's information you want, perhaps we can make an exchange. I'll probably require another sacrifice sooner or later. If you or your aunt want to.
Oh! Hateable sorceress! Stay mad. Come, Musura, we're finished here.
Cool aunt.
Aww.
We have a little time before the tide comes in. You want to do something exciting?
Ballister's loose.
I wish you'd let us help, but I do hear I have a grandson now.
Aww.
Yep, King's a Clawthorn. He can be a handful, but...
It's been over 20 years, Witchlet. I can't chase you anymore.
Then stop! I've ruined your life, and you haven't been able to carve a new talisman since I attacked you. Stop trying to forgive me. I don't deserve it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to try that again.
What is that?
It's a palistrum seed. My palisman making days are over, but I've been helping the Bat Queen replenish her forests, so someone new can learn the trade.
Did you come all the way here just to brag?
Yes, but also to say, let the past stay in the past, Witchlet. It's okay to move on. And give Albert my regards. Carving him with you is one of my dearest memories.
Hey, nerds! How was your nerd quest? Find that dead nerd?
Leaning on a little thick there, Ida. But yeah, we found Philip.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah, he's stuck.
I punched him in the face.
Auntie.
You guys need to stop that.
Those barbarians, those witches.
Whoa. Taking steroid magic there.
It doesn't matter. I just need to live long enough to see this through. And you're going to help me, Collector.
So Philip is Bellows. Okay. See, I knew it was one of those two things, because I knew he had a brother. Although, it makes more sense with Philip, given we know how he already has, like, a sketchy backstory. How all of his companions just happened to die on his quest for Titan. I hate to say it, but typical colonizer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we know sort of Bellows' backstory at this point. I'm wondering now if he maybe sacrificed his brother.
Could be.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't show up anymore. I know some people theorize that, he lost his brother to wild magic or something happened to make him hate wild magic, but it's clear that he's just a jerk that was trying to use it and got his comeuppance, and now he's just going against everyone out of spite. I'm wondering now, who the Collector is exactly.
I'm sure we'll find out. Luce isn't done with Philip's journal yet.
I imagine he must have found him, right? To have gathered the power that he did, at least to a degree.
Or he still seeks him.
Maybe it's going to be a race to see who gets there first, him or Luce. I wonder what that glyph magic was that he put on his arm, though. Jesus, that stuff was, disturbing.
I mean, maybe it's, in addition to the palismans keeping him alive, might also be more life-sustaining measures that come with a cost.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's doing, something sketchy. Because we know that, decades had passed from when he first arrived, so...
He's lost track of time.
That's why immortality sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer have concept of time, and you forget everything along the way. But hey, at least we learned stuff.
Yep.
And it was nice to see Luce actually bond with Lilith.
Yes.
Well, on the one hand, their relationship was repaired a bit, with Lilith having given up her magic, and, assisting Ida and everything. So there's that. But it's nice to see them actually, function one-on-one, and it's kind of funny how, in a way, they kind of bond better than she and Ida does.
Yeah.
Ida, being the bad girl, is always trying to push Luce to do all these crazy, insane things that, while she does like to do them, is still kind of hesitant, because, it's Ida, and she goes to, the 11th degree. But with Lilith, it's she's more approaching from the nerd angle, which Luce, I think, relates with more.
Yes, absolutely.
And she doesn't mind being cheesy the same way Luce does. Just seeing Ida, look at them both and be like, you fucking nerds. It is adorable, though.
So I guess Ida may have a potential path for taking over the family business.
That would be cool to see her learn to craft talisman the same way her father did.
And that means she'll assist Luce in crafting her talisman.
I mean, she has the seed, and Luce has the wood, so she has the ingredients to make it.
Absolutely.
And Ida, being chaotic as she is, I imagine she makes some whacked out talismans. Yeah, I think that would be great. It'd be a good way for her to sort of, I guess, forgive herself for hurting her father. Because I kind of understand where she's coming from. It's like, if you hurt someone or you embarrass yourself or whatever and you don't properly apologize or anything, it's awkward after a lot of time passes, like, facing that person again. And you could tell, though, that her dad really did want to see her, that he held no ill will. I mean, he knew it wasn't technically her fault.
Well, I guess also, now that she's actually able to control the owl beast, she can actually see him, versus she was keeping her distance for so long because she was afraid of lashing out without her own control.
Well, I know before it was more that she feared putting him in danger again, but now it's more that she feels guilty over what she did to him. And I mean, that was a significant injury. I mean, he basically had like Parkinson's almost, like couldn't even keep his hands steady. And for someone who builds stuff, that's like career ending.
Yeah, that's like akin to death.
Even so, it was sweet seeing them bond and everything.
Yes.
Because I imagine if had that not happened, she probably like would have seen her dad a lot more than her mom at the very least. Because where her mom can be like overbearing and judgmental, at least her dad seemed to understand her. It was a shame that they've been apart for so long, and it was mostly Ida's fault. But I'm glad that they finally fixed that they're finally healing, they're moving forward. Ida could possibly have a new passion in play, a new way to help everyone, especially if they're going to bring wild magic back.
Yes.
I know they said that talismans are running low, and they do have those orphan talismans they've been trying to give to people. But even so, given that the Emperor is now running out of talismans, I feel like them and the Bat Queen are in severe danger right now. Because God forbid he finds out about the Bat Queen. Because she's like a giant talisman. Imagine the magic she can give him.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a plot point.
I agree with you.
And we still don't know whose talisman she was. She herself is a friggin' giant. So whoever had her had to be even bigger. And I'm wondering too, I actually had a theory, what if it was King's dad?
Could be. I mean, he didn't seem that big, but then again, he might have reverted to a different form.
That's what I was thinking, because if you see when they go to that tower on that island, and you see in the mural, like, he's as big as a Titan, which means theoretically they could grow giant, so it would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know in terms of if he would actually need a talisman to use magic, but, or maybe it's the Collector.
We don't know anything about the Collector.
Yeah, the Collector could be a giant for all we know, and if they're a magic user, theoretically, it makes sense. And given they've been gone all this time, something might have happened.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many possibilities. I love it. So yeah, this was a good episode in terms of backstory. Like, we learned a lot. We now know about Philip and what a friggin' asshole he is, but then again, he's Bellows. It makes sense. I said it was a 50-50 shot, and it seems pretty obvious this was the case. But then I'm wondering in terms of the scar, because I'm like, wait, did Lilith give him that scar? No, wait, it's just his nose. That doesn't make sense. Then I'm sure he got something very well-deserved from that. So what's the next episode?
Next time, any sport in a storm.
Sports!
Oh!
Are we getting back to a grudge b-ball or whatever the heck?
Could be. Or other magic sports.
Actually, I think I know what episode you're referring to. I did see some leaked pictures, and I do know a certain character is supposed to appear in them. We're going to get back to that plot point. Let's put it that way. So I won't spoil anything further. But until next time we see some sports ball go down, I'm Kat McBerry.
I'm Doug McBerry.
And I'd punch Philip in the face, too. Twice. With both claws. Punch.
Nah, I'm not Philip.
How do I know?
I'm not a nickel.